Hey friends, Birdie here, and I'm going to show you how to make this super cute, beautiful macrame snowflake ornament. Your kit comes with your wood base with all of the openings and the snowflake in the center. You also have the macrame cording. These are 15 inches long and you have 18 of them. You're going to need, for finishing your kit or your ornament, a pair of scissors and something to brush out your macrame cording. And we're going to create little crystals or petals, if you will, that require 3 slots or 3 sets of cording. So you're going to have 6 petals or crystals on your ornament. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to start by creating a lark's head knot, and this is a very common used knot in macrame. It's the knot you use to attach your cording when you're getting started to something. So what we're going to do is fold our cording in half, gather this 2 ends together, and then fold it so it's equal. Find your center, and I like to give my end here, my folded piece, a little squeeze to make it skinny. And then I'm going to push it through the front of my ornament. So we're going to go in through the front, pull it through the back, and open up the back loop. So I've got that loop there. And then I'm going to take my tails and push them through the loop. And then I'm going to pull my tails. And I like to just kind of rock it back and forth to get my knot nice and tight. And then as I get to the top, I'll use my thumb to push it even further and pull a little bit and push. So we'll do that 2 more times to create our first crystal or petal. I'm going to grab another piece of cording, find my 2 ends, pull it to the other side, grab my folded piece here. I'm going to give that a little squeeze, make it skinny, push it through the front to the back. From the back, I'm going to pull it and open up the loop. And then I'm going to take my tails, put them through the loop, and give it a tug. Tug, and then push my knot up so it's nice and tight. Okay, we'll do that 1 more time. All right, so let's lay this down so our cords are facing us. And this is our first petal. The next knot that we're going to do is called a square knot. And a square knot uses 4 cords, well, in this case 4 cords. And we're going to use the 4 inner cords. So I'm going to push my outer cords aside, put those up there, and we're going to use these cords here. And we're going to work with our 2 outer cords. These are our working cords, and this is our base cord. So these are going to create the knots around our base. So to start, it's a 2-part knot. So we're going to do the first part. We're going to take our left, and we're going to lay it across our base. So it creates a 4 shape. So we're on top. Then we're going to take our right, lay it on top of the tail. We're going to go under the base. We're going to go under the 4, under this loop, and then we're going to come up through the 4. Then the next thing you want to do is pull your tails out. So I'm going to hold my finger here on my base. We want to keep our base nice and tight so that they don't get bunched up. And then we also want to pull our tails equally out. We don't want to pull one and then the other, otherwise our knot is going to get messed up. So I like to hold my finger here, and I hold my fingers here on my flat surface, and I just pull them out. And I go slow. Take your time. The more of these knots you do, the more comfortable you'll become, and you'll have a system on what works best on how to hold your string or pull. So that's the first part of a square knot. Now we're going to do the second part, which is just the opposite. So we're going to start with our right, We're going to lay it over our bases, which creates a P shape. Then we're going to take our left, lay it on top of the P's tail. We're going to go under the base. We're going to go under the P, and we're going to come up through the P. Okay? And then we're going to pull our tails out as we work our way up. And as we get to the top, I kind of pull my bases, make sure they're not bunched up in the knot. And then I'll pull my tails out nice and tight. And also use your thumb to help push your knot up. Okay, and there we go. There is our square knot. And that one's done. Okay? Now the next knot we're going to do is a half hitch knot. Okay, so this outer string is the string that's going to be our base. We're going to tie our knots around this string, and we're going to kind of make it so it goes around this way. So we're going to tie it with this, and then we'll tie it with this, bringing that to the center. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our half hitch knot. We're going to take this string, and we're going to go under and create the P shape. And then we're going to go over the base. So we're going over the base, and then we're going to go back under the base. So we want it to come out that way. Okay, so I'm going to hold my ornament with this finger, and I'm going to hold my base with my thumb. And again, I want it to move this way, so I want to hold my base that way. And as I'm holding this, I'm tugging my tail out this way and also using my thumb to push that up. Okay, so now this is my base. Now we're going to take our tail here, and we're going to go opposite. We're going to go over it. We're going to go under and up through the loop. And pull. Again, holding your ornament with your hand, your base with your thumb. We're pulling up, and we're pushing that little knob right up to the top there. Pulling and tightening. So we have these two little knobs at the top from that half hitch. So we're going to go under. We're going to go over, through the loop, and out that side, out to the left. Okay, then we're going to do it again, opposite. We're going to go over the base, go under the base, through the loop, and back out that left side. So now we're going to go to the other side and bring our knots to that center. So this is our base, which is going to travel that way. We're going to go under, create that 4. We're going to come up and through the loop. Instead of going left, though, we need to go right. So we're going to go under and bring it out this way. So we'll pull it up. Now we're going to go over to create the P. We're going to go under and up through the P. I'm going to pull that tail up and out to the right. We've got our two little knots there. We're going to go under to create the 4. We're going to go through the 4, but we need to go out towards the right. So we're going to come back under the base. Okay, and now we're going to go over the base to create the P. We're going to go under the base and up through that P. and now we're to the center. And now to finish it off, to gather these two together, we're going to do the same thing with these two. Now just decide which way you want to go. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have this be the base, and I'm going to go under and up over from our center here of our petal. So I'm going to hold it, push my knot up, tighten that. There we go. And now we're going to go under, over. We just went under, over. We're going to go under the base and through our for loop and pull, push it up, give it a gentle tug, and that is one of our crystals. Now remember, if you need to rewatch that, that's the beauty of videos. Feel free to pause, rewind, fast forward, but we're going to continue on, and then I will show you how to finish the ornament. Okay, once you've got all your petals or crystals created, now we need to give our snowflake a trim. So you're going to take your scissors, and I just start at one petal here. And one thing to note is you don't want to trim it too close to your petals, otherwise your knots will unravel. So I go about an inch to a thumb length away. So I'm going to hold it and just cut. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the other side, but I'm going to grab the other three on the other side, and again, kind of a thumb lengths away, and okay. Then we're going to take our brush and we're going to start brushing out our fringes. All right, and there's a reason why I am not a hairdresser. You can see that my cut job needs a little trimming. So once you have it all combed out, you can go back and trim it up as needed. So I hope you enjoyed this macrame beginner style craft and enjoy your snowflake ornaments. Happy crafting, and we will chat with you later. Bye.